Good afternoon, Wildcats. How are we doing? This is Mr. Langeway. We're doing our daily recap for September 13 and 14. As you can see, we got through investigation 3.3 today. Just a reminder, what we did is we went with 3.3, which is kind of building on what we did with the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared gave us that triangle, using that triangle. And so one of the things we wanted to do today was figure out, how do we find the distance between 2 points if it's not a triangle? See, that triangle is a great little tool to use, but we tried to kind of construct our own little understanding of that, and maybe even kind of come up with a rule on how to do that. We watched our video. Again, don't be afraid to revisit that video if you were a little confused today. And then we had our first little introduction to GeoGebra. I love GeoGebra. It's kind of a fun little play toy. It has lots and lots of tools. And these were the kind of steps that we went through, ultimately trying to get us to that end point of, can we construct a rule for the length of any diagonal? Again, don't hesitate to go back to GeoGebra and play with this a little bit as we tried to come up with that rule. And in some ways, what we did is we talked about how, well, yeah, I guess the distance of between the heights and the widths of any diagonal line will kind of help us figure it out, using it almost like a hypotenuse to figure out what that length was. Again, go ahead and revisit that, and do not be afraid to use our questions, comments, and concerns link right here in our page. If you're not sure about something or you're a little bit confused, please make sure you go back, send one in. I'd be happy to get back to you today. We had our discussion. Hopefully you made some progress on that during our class discussion, where we walked through it on the GeoGebra board. And then lastly, we got to our con summary ticket, which really did just give you those points and asked you to kind of utilize that. It's possible maybe you recreated a right triangle and kind of fell back to the Pythagorean theorem. That's great. That's a great way to do it. In fact, by doing that, I feel like you're going to start to understand, like, wait, I'm actually going through too many steps to do it now, because I can see the relationship when I have just those 2 points. So hopefully you'll get to that point. But again, don't hesitate to lean on what you already know, because the Pythagorean theorem, which if you understand at this point, is really just the basis of figuring out the distance between 2 points on a coordinate plane. If you have any questions, again, do not hesitate to click the questions and comments and concerns link so you can submit a question and I'll get back to you. If you feel like you're kind of slipping, or you're not so sure, or you really need some one-on-one time, you can go ahead and schedule that meeting with me. I am still even available today or anytime the rest of the week. Just let me know and we'll find a time that works for you guys. Hey, I hope you had a great day. Hope you guys have a great Tuesday tomorrow. And we will see everybody on Wednesday and Thursday. All right. Cheers again. Let me know how I can help.